Coach, like always, go ahead and start us off with an opening statement, and then we'll take questions.
That may be as disappointing of a loss that I've had with this program in 11 years. It's hard to look at the team and right now sit back and enjoy the MAC championship and celebrate an unbelievable year because of how we're feeling in that locker room. It's really, really hard at this time to think about that. This one stings as much as anyone I've ever been involved in. Jess Legel was our warrior all year, and she led us to a great season and absolutely had a great game. And we were given a gift with that foul with the last 5 seconds, and she stepped up and made 2 big free throws, but we couldn't get their players stopped. You know, it's the story of the year for our team, and unfortunately in close games that go-to players, star players for other programs want the ball in their hands and are finding ways to make plays. And I hope our team takes note of that. We were 1 or 2 plays away from finishing that game off. In the last 3 minutes, they had 7 offensive rebounds. In the last 7 minutes, you're 1 defensive stop away, maybe from winning that game, and you gave up 7 offensive rebounds in the final 3 minutes, all to Hurt or Barbary. Courtney Hurt scores 11 points in the last 3 minutes of the game. Barber scores 3. So the two combined for 14 points, 7 offensive rebounds in the last 3 minutes of the game. And at our end of the floor, we're not sure who wants that ball in that situation. And we know who wanted the ball in their situation. We knew it, and we couldn't get it stopped off the foul line, off of a missed shot. It is hard to score 14 points and get 7 offensive rebounds in a gym by yourself. And those two stepped up and put them on their back, but unbelievably put them on their back that last 3 minutes. And it's a difficult way to end your season. So proud of the year. With this, absolutely, I thought we have gas left in the tank. I thought we could make a run in this tournament.
Curt, what were the items or what were the areas, phases that you thought cost your team the win today? You kind of hit on a few.
You know, I think obviously, ultimately, you know, when you go back in a 1-point game, it doesn't matter if it's the first 4 minutes, last 4 minutes, there's things that will eat at you. And we missed layups that we could have made. We missed foul shots in the first half and made foul shots in the second half. But it's hard to not dwell on the last 3 minutes right now and the offensive rebounding that we gave up off the foul line to give them an extra opportunity, or we'd get them to miss a shot and they'd get an extra opportunity. It's hard to swallow that their will to not lose the game at the end, to get extra opportunities, was just outstanding.
Was that what you were afraid of, though, their rebounding with Hurt and Barbara both? I mean, coming into the game, was that the biggest area of concern for you?
Barbara was an ACC All-Conference freshman for a reason. I mean, she's tremendous ability to break it down, and she plays in waves. They play so many minutes that there's stretches where you look like you can guard her, and then there's stretches she takes over. Hurt is the real deal. But the biggest thing coming into the game is that we thought we might be able to get some help on her, but it's hard to defend her when she gets an offensive rebound. And she's just such a good player inside. She's going to score those putbacks. And, you know, her will of making extra plays for not only herself but her team in that last 3 minutes was outstanding. I mean, she had 30 points, but she was in the teens with 3 minutes to go in the game, which we would have won that battle. If we would have kept her to 19 or even 21, 22, that was a heck of a battle on her. And now that last 3 minutes propels her into just a monster game and put them on their back when they needed it.
Curt, I'm going to use an ugly word here. Do you feel like you guys choked at the end of the game?
No, because we had 2 bad turnovers. Had a turnover in the press that led directly to a point. We had a turnover with the ball in our all-conference first team members' hands to make make a big play. So you're disappointed on that. I think choking down the stretch is panicking or missing open shots or missing some free throws or getting rid of the ball because you didn't want it. We want to have those 2 turnovers back, but it was an effort, a will, a determination, what rebounding is all about. And it questions that, not a choke, but it questions how tough you are when you need to get 1 stop or 1 rebound as a team.
You touched upon this a little bit. I'm guessing at halftime you had to think we ought to be up by 14, 15 points.
Your coaching staff is not going to necessarily relay the message that we're screwed, we should have been up 15, but you're certainly thinking it because you gave points away at the foul line, and we missed very capable layups in that first half that you got to step up and make, or they're going to come back to haunt you, and you knew potentially could come back to haunt you.
After Jessica makes the 2 free throws, they inbound the ball to Barbary. Is there still, you're not comfortable, but you feel like a sense of impending doom that she's going to be able to go the length of the floor in 5.1 seconds?
We'll replay that forever. I had a timeout left, or multiple timeouts left, but they didn't. And so the coaching chess match, and where I should be questioned, is do we take a timeout there and get our defense set up? I felt there was enough time while we shot 2 foul shots to communicate to our team they're going to go to Barber on the inbounds pass, and we need to pinch her towards the middle to get help from the inbounder defender. So almost double team her. And I felt like we communicated well enough that we got that message across. We did not lose, but we gave up that same basket when I was out to Central Michigan's player on the same exact play. And we talked about it later that you got to pinch that kid back to the middle to get help. So we rolled the dice not calling the timeout, feeling that during the 2 foul shots with Jess Slagle that we had enough time to communicate with our team, again, the philosophy of who they were going to go to, and we needed to get her to the middle, and we could get help from other people. Unfortunately, she got the sideline. And once she got the sideline, the impending doom was, we knew we were in trouble. 2 dribbles into that because she got the sideline, and it took away where we were getting help from. We were prepared to get help to the middle. We weren't prepared to get beat to the outside, and now you know you're in trouble. Now, I could have got that message across 30 seconds longer in a timeout, and in hindsight, that's the tough call, and I took responsibility for that in the locker room. Disappointed we didn't execute what we needed to execute, but I could have helped us execute if you call timeout. Now, they could have had time to set up a great play, and that's what I didn't want them to do. So, hindsight's 2020. I call a timeout sitting here right now. I thought it was the right call not to let a very good coach set up a play for me.
Anything else? Thank you, Coach.